right, Kristen, so bring me up to speed on what might have happened on Friday on the show, because I missed that. I'm dating my best friend's brother. She has no idea.
Yeah, so she has a best friend who is a twin, all right? Not identical, but fraternal, because she has a brother that's her twin. And for the past 2 months, she's been dating her best friend's twin brother, and she has no idea. And the reason why she hasn't told her friend is because it's upon his request. He doesn't want to tell his sister that he's dating her best friend. Again, it's only been for 2 months, but she's starting to feel a certain way about it, and she doesn't feel comfortable about it, and she wants to come clean. Like, she wants to tell her friend. She feels like she's hiding something. So when we were talking about it on Friday, like, a majority of us agreed, like, you're going to have to say something at some point, obviously. And for me, 2 months, you've already passed the time limit of where, as the friend, I'm not going to be mad that you're dating my brother. I'm going to be mad that you hid it from me.
Yeah, I think you're probably self-regulating there also. Like, okay, I'm not going to say anything until it starts to get serious, because why add to the tension if this isn't really going to be the real deal? So you wait and wait and wait. And then before you know it, you look back and it's been 2 months, right?
Exactly.
Is that where she was at on Friday?
She wants, but she talked to him about it, and he's like, no. And she's like, okay, so is my loyalty to my friend, or is my loyalty to the guy that I'm dating? Because it's his sister. So does twin sister trump friend? Damn. Like, is it up to him to disclose to her whether or not we're dating? So she's a little pickle.
So in knowing you guys, I'm guessing you were like, come clean right now.
I was
too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Who's got the email update?
I got it. Thanks for all the advice. I spoke to him over the weekend and told him that I no longer felt comfortable keeping a secret from my best friend. I explained that she was going to be angry no matter what at this point. I tried to make him see that he was putting my relationship with her at risk no matter what were to happen with us, because she is going to be furious about the secrets. He asked me to give him a day or two to think about it. I thought that was reasonable and agreed. It didn't take 2 days. Didn't even take a full 24 hours. He came back the next morning and said he wanted to talk. He said that he gave everything a lot of thought and said he didn't want to tell her anything because he thought it was best if there was no longer anything to tell her. He said he has been trying to figure out how he feels about me and about us. He said he realized that he didn't think we had a long-term future together. So he broke up with her.
Oh, damn.
Well, that was a turn of events.
Great advice, guys. You guys really nailed it.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm not only upset and heartbroken, but still just as confused about how honest to be with my BFF. Do I tell her that I had been dating him?
Oof.
What if she finds out somehow and is angry? I never told her. Or is it pointless now that it seems to be over?
Is this a deal breaker in a friendship here?
That you dated my brother and I never knew about it?
For 2 months, yeah. Or do you look back at it and you just come clean and say, yeah, I should have said this something earlier and it's past us?
It's not a deal breaker. So having a brother, and I was of the mindset, I would love to have had my brother date my best friend. Mo, on the other hand.
Very different.
Yeah. You don't want that?
No.
If you're the brother in the situation and it's your sister, apparently there's a different take on it. But for myself, I actually tried to hook my best friend up with my brother. The idea of having my best friend as my sister, I was just obsessed with, right? So totally fine with that. So I feel like if she comes to her, and I do feel like you need to come clean and you need to be honest and be like, here's what happened. And I was struggling with not telling you, but your brother, and I don't even know if it's throwing him under the bus. It's going to feel like it and it's going to sound like it. But, he's your sister and he didn't want to say anything. So I obliged by his request.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a deal breaker for me if I were in this situation and one of my friends dated my sister and didn't tell me for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It does feel, yeah.
It would feel shady to
Siri
me.
agrees with you on my
Thank you,
boss,
Siri.
by the way.
No, she says, I'm not sure I understand.
None of us are.
But if I'm her, I would tell my best friend. Because to me, it feels as if maybe that was a part of the reason why he didn't want to tell in the first place, because he wasn't certain about their relationship. And now that you know this, if she were to find out it wasn't from you, that's kind of like a double whammy, as opposed to just the first one. So I think you should come clean and be honest.
Yeah, it's going to get worse and worse and worse, and she's going to find out about it. for sure. The best friend will find out about it.
Somehow, some way.
Somehow, some way. I'm really interested with your take, though. If you got two really great people here, people that you really love, right? You got your best friend and you got your sister. Why wouldn't you want them to be together?
No, I wouldn't mind if they were together. If I told KK on Friday, I don't really have those friends, if I'm being honest. But if I did, I wouldn't mind it. I just wouldn't feel comfortable with the fact that they felt the need to keep it from me.
Okay.
That would be my issue.
And then if they did date and then they broke up, does your relationship with your best friend change at all?
It probably would.
Probably would a little bit.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched? Well, you can get way more of The Bert Show on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.